What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Let me break this down for y'all real quick. Um, if you have something that you want to tell a person that you care about, family member, loved one, whatever, and it's coming from a place of love and concern, right? You have to make sure that you present it to them the proper way. You have to make sure that you don't say it to them in a way that comes across as being um, disrespectful or evil or dismissive or whatever. If you're coming from a good place, you do have situations where people will try to tell you things with the 100% intention of bringing you down, with the 100% intention of making you feel bad or discouraging you or shattering a dream or a thought or idea that you might have. But sometimes we'll make the mistake of saying something to a person when your intentions are in the right place, but you didn't say it the right way. Because you could say uh, the same thing and it have multiple meanings, or it can be received in different ways, all based on the presentation. So, for example, if you tell me, well, say, man, I'm thinking about quitting my job and starting up my own business. I'm gonna quit my job, man. I ain't doing it no more. I care about you, so I go, man. Oh man, don't do that, man. You crazy, man. You got bills to pay. You got a family. You got children, man. No, man. Don't do that, man. Don't make a dumb decision like that, man. And no, that's not smart, bro. That's not smart. You got a check coming in steady. La 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 la. Why would you just blow off a steady check? Like, if I come in that spirit, then you're gonna be like, man, you gonna have all kind of thoughts go through your head. You're gonna say, "Wow, man, he don't believe in me. He's being disrespectful. Some of us might, he just hate me, jealous, you envious, all because of the spirit that I came with." Now, I could still feel that way, and I'm using that example because I wouldn't feel that way if you decide you want to quit your job and start your own business. But I might come like this. Well, man, that's a good thing that you're thinking about doing to pursue your dream, chase and follow your dream. Just be sure that you got all your ducks lined up in a row, because what you don't want to do is make the mistake of getting out too fast and you don't have a safety net, which this job represents. You don't want to do this forever, and I understand, but at the current time, this is what's sustaining you. So I would plan carefully and think carefully before just being too hasty. If I say it like that, you may say, yeah, I see what you're saying. Only somebody who just don't get it or just really just confrontational would take that version of it the wrong way. But I basically said the same thing outside of saying you dumb, this and that or whatever. But both people could have the same concern and the same love for you when they said that. So whether we on the receiving end or the giving end of that type of scenario, we gotta always, if you're on the receiving end, you gotta recognize, um, to the best of your ability, try to recognize the place that the person's coming from. If you're on the giving end, well, you're the one that's saying whatever it is you're gonna say or trying to give the advice, then you have to make sure to not be disrespectful towards the person you say that you're trying to look out for. Because a lot of very valuable information has been cast aside by people because of the way it was thrown at them. Because we are defensive by nature. By nature, we are defensive people. You know, I don't care what somebody told you about turning the other cheek. If somebody slaps you in your cheek, you have an instant natural inclination is going to rise up in you to beat the hell out of them. Instant. Whether you do it or not. So we're defensive by nature when we feel like we're being attacked. So you have to make sure that you do your best to not make the person feel like what you're telling them is an attack. Are we always perfect in the execution of that? No. But it's something that every individual has to work on. It's something that we all have to work on because, again, a lot of valuable information has been cast aside because if I feel like you are attacking what I stand on, my mind automatically sets up a fortress to defend and fight back. I instantly rebel without even taking in what you're saying. I don't even process the valuable pieces of what you're saying because you might have hollered at me when you said it. You might have cussed at me when you said it. You might have laughed at me when I told you what I said I was going to do, and you laughed. So that's going to make any person be like, you're going to feel some kind of way about that. And it wouldn't matter how good of a game that you were giving me in the process, all that we're going to be wired up to process is the fact, man, I told him what I was planning on doing, and he laughed, man. He laughed in my face and said that was dumb. So think on that as you move forward, as you navigate and talk to people, and be very be conscious of how a person feels about their own dreams and thoughts and ideas the same way that you would feel about yours. And always try to flip the script in terms of viewing that person's situation through the lens of if it was you. And think about, okay, how would I want somebody to react? I don't care if what they said to you in your mind sounds like the craziest, most ridiculous thing ever. Take your time, be patient, and don't do it like that. Don't handle it like that. And when you learn how to, when we learn how to handle and deal with people like that, you'll always get a better reaction, and you'll always get a better result in the way that you handle folks. You know, you can't rough people up verbally and think that you're going to get a good response or a good result. People are more receptive and more prone to take in what you're saying if they know that you are respectful or you have a respect of where they coming from, even if you don't rock with what they talking about. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all a little bit later on. Go check out the new episode of Underground Dialogue Podcast. Peace and love.